Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a super quick tutorial on how I do my everyday eye makeup routine with alopecia. So hopefully this is helpful if you just want something that's quick and easy to throw on for work or school or anything like that. So as a quick disclaimer, also just want to throw in that I'm really sorry about the lighting. At the moment we've got awful weather in Wales, so basically I'm just kind of filming when I've got a tiny bit of daylight. So I'm sorry if that's annoying, and obviously the makeup is going to appear slightly different in this lighting. I will try and show you by the window, but again it is super dark outside at the moment. Okay, so the first step is going to be my bottom lashes, and the way that I like to do this is I first go in with the Lime Crime Bushy Brow, which if you watched my eyebrow tutorial I do use for my eyebrows as well, but I like to just kind of go in and create small little hair strokes on the bottom lash line. So I'm going to do that quickly, and then I'm going to go over the top with a gel liner to give it a bit more depth. So don't worry too much about the first application of this, because the gel liner is going to be what creates like the darker little strokes. So that is just a guideline to see where you're going to put the little lash strokes. So now I like to go in with a gel liner, and the gel liner that I've got is from Maybelline and it comes with a little brush, so I like to use that. And what I like to do is just grab the cotton pad and flatten out the brush so that the bristles are very flat, and that'll create more of a sharper like control over it. I know this one is a bit mangled, but it still works. So keep the brush nice and flat, and what you want to do is just go in and use quite a light hand and just create small strokes. So you don't want to like dab in too much. In fact, when I did this side it has gone a little bit darker than I would like, but the lighter your hand the better. Also, when I'm dipping into the gel, I am scraping off on the sides so that I'm only picking up a tiny amount of product. You really don't want to go in too heavy because it's harder to take away the product than it is to apply it. Okay, and that is basically all that I do for bottom lashes. They just kind of create a bit more of like a put together look, I guess. So if you're going to do top lashes, just adding like a tiny bit to the bottom lash line can make a real big difference. So, oh, I've just noticed I've been looking in the viewfinder, that's probably really annoying, I'm sorry. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I've gone a little bit darker today, but usually I would use a darker colour and a light colour, but I've just kind of gone in with like a medium brown today just to keep it super simple. But it's from the coloured Raine Queen of Hearts palette, and I usually just use these two colours in the corner. So this is the palette, these two colours called Air and Royal Prerogative, and I basically just go into Air first, just on a fluffy brush, and I just apply that all over my lid. I just realised I pull some really funny faces when I'm doing this, I'm sorry. And then I'll go into the darker colour. Again, just super light back and forth motions and just kind of swirl it in circles so that it just blends out quite nicely. And a tiny bit more of the darker colour, and I'm just going to focus it more so on the outer parts so that it kind of gives a bit more depth to my eyelid. So I will say, if you have alopecia and you don't wear an eyeshadow, it might be worth just kind of trying with a brown just over the lid. It can make a bit of a difference, I find, with kind of tying it all together. I never used to wear eyeshadow. I would just use an eyeliner and then stick lashes to that, and I used to find it looked a bit harsh, whereas when you put eyeshadow on, it kind of blends it all in together a bit better. So just using the brush now, just cleaned it off a bit, and again just swirl motions. And like so. I know this side looks darker, it's just because I've got the eyeliner and lash on, but they are pretty much even. Okay, so now is kind of the scary step, and I do have to be really like focused to do this, but it is for the eyeliner. And for this I like to use, I don't actually know what this is called, just like a pen eyeliner. So it looks like a felt tip. So with this eyeliner, I'm going to go very, very, very close to like my upper waterline, and obviously this takes practice. You probably are going to end up poking yourself in the eye a couple of times, but when you can get the hang of it, you can do a thinner line. So when I first started out, my line was quite thick, and now I've gotten it so that I can get it quite tight into the waterline, and most of the time I don't get it in my eye, so fingers crossed. At the corner, I just kind of like to do a small flick, so like I've done on this side. If I was going for a bit of more of like a going out look, I would draw an actual wing, but with this, because it's just kind of like an everyday sort of look, I just do a little small flick. And the way I do that is to just kind of follow where the line is going, and just lift it up a little bit so it kind of like brings the corner of your eye up slightly more. So the next step is going to be to stick on my false lashes. I'm using the ones from my favourites, the Koko lashes, Madam Wispy's. They're one of like my everyday lashes. I have got a video on like all of the lashes that I tend to wear every single day. These are a longer option for me, but the look that I was kind of going for was just like a matte brown, quite long lash. So I used the little duo glue. I also say this is my favourite glue. It is the glue that will make the lashes stay on all day, and if you're going for something everyday look, you do want something that you know is gonna like hold up. It's a very strong glue, but it does work very well. These lashes aren't the cleanest, I'm not gonna lie. They've got some like glitter on them from the last time I wore them, but because I've worn them a couple of times, they fit to my eye really well, so that's what I'm going to go for today. In terms of tips to apply the lash when you don't have any of your own, always curl the lash. I find that really helps, and in terms of sticking them on, it's just practice. You just need to keep at it every single day. If you get like 5 minutes, just practice popping them on, and eventually it'll just be second nature. I can stick them on now with absolutely no problem. Just let the glue dry slightly, and then basically I just hold my eye, like slightly pull it in the corner, which I know you're not supposed to do, but hold it slightly in the corner and just pop it on, and it's really, really simple. Okay, just to finish up as well, you can go back in with the eyeliner and just kind of draw underneath. And sort of hide the gap between the lash and your like lash line. And then my personal final step will be just to add like a little bit of inner corner highlight, I guess, or glitter, because I'm using the Bobbi Brown, no idea what this palette is, but it's got like a glitter shade in the middle, and I just put that on like a pointed brush and just dab it in the corner, and it just makes it look a bit prettier. There's no real reason for it. Again, this eyelash seems to be sitting slightly different, but... And that's basically it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If it was helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys on the next video. Bye!